Hello and welcome to Morning Sun. Good. Just give me 1 second. Got some interesting news for you all today. So, as you can see from this article here, He-Man gets a new partner. Sunman pioneering black superhero toy. Some of you guys who watch my other videos, at least on YouTube, know that I'm a pretty big Sunman fan. This was the first or one of the first toys my parents ever got for me. And this dude was bigger than Superman, Batman, everybody for me. He was really, and this is a guy without a cartoon, or really, I wasn't even aware of the comics, but I think this is pretty big news. There's a couple articles on this, and I want to thank you guys for bringing it to my attention. I was getting a lot of mentions and notes on some of my old Sunman videos, and I was like, I thought it was great. I was like, oh, people are into Sunman too. This is awesome. I get to share my love for this iconic toy. But then not a full sequel, but it was essentially a sequel. I'm not gonna go into the breakdown of that film. I think some people enjoyed it, some people didn't for various reasons. Animated series, like I said, CG animated. And so this is the new toy. I like it. They're bringing back some like kind of old art. I guess this is the new toy. Yeah, it looks kind of like the similar design. Like they've kept it like the wings around the neck. That was cool. His armor's the same. His outfit's pretty much the same. I don't say his spear though. Okay, technically it's a sword, but when you see it, you think spear. See, it's this thing over here. When you see it, you think spear. Just saying. Mattel is first releasing a premium edition of the Sunman toy for $30 with pre-order starting Monday. Okay, tomorrow. Um, Very good. I don't know how toy prices are these days. I don't have kids. Shock to some of you, but I probably seems like a good fair price. You know what Mattel's charging for other toys. Yep. Sunman was invented by another toy company. There was Olmec Toys, which I see they're not okay. Mentioned down later, but Sunman was invented by another toy company, but its origin story has always had a connection to He-Man. The idea was the brainchild of a woman named Ela Eason, sparked in 1984 by her then 3-year-old son, who told her he didn't think he could be a superhero like He-Man because He-Man is white. When she couldn't find a black action figure hero in stores, she was driven to fill that void. Eason created Olmec Toys to produce multicultural superheroes for boys and girls, the first of which fall under the story of Sunman and the Rulers of the Sun. The characters all look like they can fit right into the He-Man universe of super buff, barely clad men True. Among Sunman's teammates were telekinetic ninja, space sumo, futuristic scientist, holographo, and numerical genius Digitino, all of whom fought against the enemy Pighead. Easton eventually grew the company to 5 million in sales. She now teaches at Rutgers Business School in New Jersey. And just let you know, 5 million in the '80s, nothing to sneeze at for a toy company, considering it was Mattel and maybe a few others. But like Mattel, Lego, and like whoever else. I don't know who was doing Barbie at the time. I don't know if that's Mattel or someone else. I will look it up for you all if you all are curious. And here's a picture of Sunman, Rule of the Sun. Sunman, the greatest superhero of them all. Digitino, numerical genius. Here is Space Sumo. So I guess these will all fall under Mattel. Holographo, futuristic scientist, and Pighead, the villain. And I'm pretty sure there's a comic. There's a book or two. If you guys watched, I think my second or third Sunman video, I kind of post some of the comics that you can still find online, or at least some of the screen caps, and some fan. There was a fan comic as well. I'm not sure if I did. I think I did a video on that and put it to some random music. Keto expert kickboxer, two app man, micro laser specialist, hypno. See the little hypno thing over here, and the bird hypnotist. So it'd be cool if these guys ever get animated. I think it'd be really cool to have a big mashup movie with him, man. We'll see. Won't get ahead of myself. Just very exciting news. The original crew, 1985. Okay, this is the new. This is a new toy. This was not. This did not come with the toy I had. So I had. If you watch my other video, I had a flat top version of Sunman who was epic. Um, the shield didn't strap on like this and was right the other side. Um, all his joints weren't movable like this, but it's pretty much like the same physique. Um, Head's like a little different, but it's pretty much they're keeping with the classic, the classic iconic toy look for his Sunman, which is awesome. As Easton describes her character in interviews, Sunman gets all his strength from the sun, which makes his skin impervious to injury from swords or punches. He doesn't use violence to defeat evil, rather he outwits with intelligence and exhibits self-confidence. Yeah, when I played with Sunman, he just kind of, he just punched dudes and they were down for the count. But I like what Miss Easton has decided with the decision she made with this character. So Mattel is licensing Sunman under an agreement with Olmec Toys and design a new premium action figure to bring the toys back for the first time in decades. Um, the articulated figure includes swappable heads and hands. Okay. Um, Removable wings and shield. That's the same. And a sword with a flame effect. I guess it's a sword. It's like a spear sword. It's a wide. The packaging includes a comic that tells Sunman's backstory and how he fits into the He-Man universe. Interesting. That's what I want to read. So this $30 collectible will be available for fans to pre-order at Mattel Creations on Monday, September 13th. A more basic Sunman action figure for kids ages 6 and up will also be heading to store shelves next to He-Man and She-Ra figures, just like Sunman did decades ago. Back in 1986, a Washington Post column welcomed Sunman to his rightful place on toy shelves alongside He-Man, Rambo, and G.I. Joe, writing, "For too long, many black children have been unable to enjoy the fantasies of power because they could not identify with superheroes who were white. Until now, only Mr. T, who was not quite super, was all that was available." There was like some G.I. Joe dude, I think my dad got me back then. I was not into G.I. Joe. And that's all. Okay. There's a video. Let's see. Yeah, I'll see. It's on the Mattel YouTube. I'll play it quickly, but a couple articles on it. New York Times article. Mattel dusts off He-Man with the nod to diversity. Basically the same thing. Let's see if they have any new imageries. Dominant franchise. Masters of this universe meet rulers of the sun. That'll be this. So this This is some old box art. And again, this is Pighead, his foe. And here we have Miss Ela Eason, or I should probably say Professor Ela Eason if she's teaching at Rutgers with her iconic He-Man toy. Looking good. Yep. Okay. So it's talking about the Netflix series by Kevin Smith. I thought about doing a review on it, but I decided to pass. Also, one reason I decided to pass was because it it was only part one, so I kind of want to see what they do with part two before I give my full review. And I should talk about Ed Duncan. I believe, yeah, he is the man who reached out to Miss Eason and reached out to her about doing this and kind of relaunching Sunman partner with Mattel. So Mr. Duncan deserves his credit as well. And look, quite an impressive toy collection he's got at his workspace. There's a video on this that Mattel did. I'll link it below. You guys should probably watch it. I think it's well done. Let's see, anything new? Bleeding Cool's got an article. For those who don't know, Bleeding Cool is kind of like it's like the TMZ for comics. I don't know, boys right there break a lot of stuff. So here we go. Here we have He-Man, He-Man, Sunman, She-Ra, Man at Arms, and Corgo. You know, the magic guy, like the kind of comic relief. Hardcore He-Man fans know him. I just can't think of his name right now. I think his name was that right? Was it Orko? Orko. Okay. Couldn't couldn't end this video without getting his name right. Looking good, Sunman. I'll post these articles before. He can go with his wings flying through the sky. I really want to see the comic that they come out with this, just to see. Uh, let's see. Superhero hype. Here we go. Here's another look. Different face, wings, different fist. His sword, you make it flaming, and his shield. I think the shield design's a little different. I gotta go find my toy. I mean, like it's pretty much the same. This is a little shinier than I remember the one I had. These look just like the the wrist guards and the boots. They look pretty much the same. And it looks like his knees bend, which the old toy did not. Mm. I don't know. Can I play this? It's gonna get copyright striked. Probably. Uh, I'll play it at the end. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Mattel website. Sunman, we got a countdown. The Motu collection. So we've got 15, like less than 16 hours. A new sun rises on Eternia, a light in the darkness. Ruler of the Sun, Sunman has joined forces with He-Man in the battle against evil. This legendary hero, who was created in 1985 by a mother who saw a need for diversity in the action figure space, and couldn't be more thrilled to welcome him to the Masters of the Universe family. $30. The future of Attorney is brighter than ever. Okay. Oh, sneak peek of some of the comic. They're just gonna release the full comic online. Ah, here's the man himself, Ed Duncan, SVP, head of design at Mattel. Thank you, Mr. Duncan, for making this happen. There's another video. I'll just play it. And if YouTube tells me that like this is copyright, then I'll just edit this section out.
Back in 1985, my son said he couldn't be a superhero because he was black. And that's why I went out and said, we have to have a superhero that looks like him. Sunman, the greatest hero of them all. Sunman gets all of the superpowers from the sun that protect his skin. He can't be stabbed or punched or pierced, that nothing can harm his skin, his beautiful brown skin. When children cannot see their image, it limits their abilities and their self-esteem and what they can do later in life.
At the time of Sunman clearly was when I was, beginning to understand race and its value in America. There needed to be more heroes, and she created one. And I mean, you don't really get much better than that.
Sunman is very well known in the He-Man collecting community, and I was doing a little research on him online and came across Wyla's name and Wyla's story. And so I dug a little deeper, reached out to her, and I think she saw that I was from Mattel and was intrigued and immediately got back to me. And in that first conversation, the idea of collaborating and bringing Sunman and He-Man together came out.
I felt like I had a sensitive and sensible and committed person at Mattel who was going to embrace Sunman as his child, the way he was created, that it would come from his heart.
Once Wyla and I started talking about it, it just felt like it was the right thing to do. It really just resonated with me in a way that probably not many things in my career have resonated.
For her to fill that void with Sunman and Rulers of the Sun, a diverse cast of characters representing so many different races and ethnicities, was really groundbreaking work.
The fact that he was created to fill a hole in the toy industry of underrepresented ethnicities is a big deal, and it's something that we really held on to as we designed this product to really make sure that we're doing the same thing and really honoring the character.
This has cultural relevance to a lot of things that are going on today. So we had to be a little bit more meticulous and careful and keep a closer eye on this product because it's not just for us, it's also for Wyla. We know that it's important to her, so
a lot of responsibility on her shoulders.
I'm very pleased and proud to introduce to you Mattel's version of Sunman. We always really liked just how nice the design looks. He really looks good. There's a lot of really good choices in his materials. And Mattel meticulously created bespoke sculpts of all the details of his outfit and his accessories. This is a figure that falls in the range of Vintage Plus or Retro Plus, where it looks like the toy you might have had as a kid, but it's got a lot more articulation. This is better than you remember it being, but still looks the part.
We took the original Sunman comic that was written by Wyla, and we really wanted to do justice to it by bringing it forward to a new generation, and honestly, probably for the original fans too.
We were able to give him his own moment, but at the same time also introducing him to Masters of the Universe.
There's a real opportunity in partnering with Wyla and bringing Sunman and Rulers of the Sun to Masters of the Universe to better reflect the world around us.
As a black man in America in the last couple of years, my perspective on the importance of race and inclusivity has really shifted. And it's the thing that has really been ringing in my mind as I think about this project.
Sunman was created for the black market because it was a hole in the market, but now it's a toy
just for everyone. There's so many layers in the country right now of pain. I think that this is something that is refreshing to see a company with renown and respect say that this is something that we'd like to show to everybody, that this is a partnership that we believe in. To come back this many years later, and now we are working together, and now He-Man and Sun-Man are in the same universe. I think that's just fantastic.
You were just ahead of your time, now everything's caught up.
Wow! See what you guys have brought? A mother-son moment.
Love it. Love it. Really beautiful. Hope Miss Easton's getting her. I'm glad that she's getting her just deserves, and hopefully, I'm sure she's getting paid too. All right. And can I find the original Sunman comic? Let's bear with me. Wow. I know this video is running long for some of you. I know I did like another video on it, but I guess I should just buy it. Let me see if I can buy it, and then. Well, I'll end it for today. But Sunman's back, y'all. Sunman is back. If anyone buys the toy, let me know. I'll probably get one eventually. I'm a little busy right now, so I'm not going to rush to it. And I do owe you guys some other toy reviews. Next time I get back to my parents' house, I'm kind of, we're in different states right now. And there's still a pandemic going on, so I love my parents very much. So I'm definitely being cautious, taking my distance because work has me traveling and out and about. So gotta be safe. You all take care, and I will see you all next time.